Hey guys, Randy here. So I didn't get the intro recorded on this video very well, so this is your guys' new intro. I'm sorry that it didn't record properly. Just keep in mind, this was recorded on 2 different phones, and I am not perfect at recording with a phone, so the mic quality isn't the best. So I'm sorry about that, but it is also a very long video because it's like how to make bread. It's how to make bread, yeah. And bread is a long process, so sorry about that. Please watch to the end, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks. Here today we are going to be making bread.
Let me start by just saying that neither one of us has ever made bread before, so this is more of a learning experience than it is us trying to help anyone else or teach anyone else. So if we're doing anything wrong, be sure and just let us know in the comments. Thank you.
Okay, so
First thing that we are supposed to do is get, I believe it was 1.5 cups of warm water so that we can activate our yeast. That is just slightly too much. With baking, you almost always need to be extremely precise with your ingredients. A lot of times if you're not, then things will just turn out really, really weird or off. Like you might end up with bread that's this thick instead of this thick, or it just might taste weird.
Ooh.
So we're just pouring 1 packet of yeast into a bowl. We'll let that sit for about 5 minutes so that the yeast can kind of wake up and get ready. And then we'll start feeding it so that we can make our bread rise. See you in 5. Now that our yeast is ready, we're going to feed our yeast with a little bit of honey. This will provide sugar.
What is that sound?
I don't know. But this will provide sugar that the yeast will eat, and then the yeast will produce CO2, and that will be what makes our bread rise.
Sounds like.
Put this in for a minute, and then let it sit so that the yeast can just start foaming, so that it will, we know that the yeast is active and producing.
And it sounds like we've got our guest cameo here.
Hi, I'm Gibson K Show on YouTube. You can watch me on my channel, where you can catch cameos. I'm a good boy.
What you doing here?
Watch it here, go.
Alright. So that's done.
We're gonna stir it.
Now we've got to stir it with this.
Yes, I'm washing the honey off my hands.
Huh?
I'm washing the honey off my hands.
I know.
I like to keep things clean as I go.
I'm just saying with that question mark.
Smells very yeasty, honey-y.
I was able to smell the honey earlier, but not anymore.
The yeast really covers it up, doesn't
I
it?
can smell the honey again.
You see the bubbles?
Yeah. Why is the camera so laggy? I need to get different camera.
Alright, now we're going to let that sit for just a couple of minutes, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Our yeast, where it's bubbling just a little bit, so we know that the yeast works. We're going to be adding in our butter.
Oh my god, it smells like honey.
So we've got 3 tablespoons of softened butter. And then we're going to start by stirring in 2 cups of bread flour. So I'm going to do 1 cup of bread flour and 1 cup of whole wheat flour.
Why 1 cup of each?
Well, I wanted to do a little bit of the bread flour because when I was looking online, it said that it's supposed to make it more elasticy with a little bit better gluten content. So it's supposed to make a hearty tasting bread. But then the recipe is a whole wheat recipe, so I don't want to go too far from
The recipe.
what it says to do. So I'm going to start with a cup of the bread flour. Now the only whole wheat flour that I could find was a white whole wheat flour, which I've never used before, but it says that it's the same as a standard whole wheat flour, just with a white wheat instead. It's still got some color to it, so it.
Yeah. Why are we out of focus? There we go. That's a lot of flour. How much is this?
What?
1 cup?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And when I was reading the comments, the person who posted this recipe online said that substitutions can be made for certain ingredients like that. I think that was 1/2 a teaspoon of salt. Is that what I said?
I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention.
1/2 teaspoon of salt. Don't pour salt over your recipe, because if you mess up, you can really add a lot of salt.
Yeah,
Once it goes in, it can't come out.
I've learned this. Now what?
Now I'm going to mix this together and heat it on medium heat for 3 minutes. Medium speed, not medium heat.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're coming up on 3 minutes. We have a nice kind of almost thick pancake batter looking going on here.
It smells good.
It does smell really good. The honey and the wheat does it done really well.
That is very loud as well.
It's a blender.
Yeah.
So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm supposed to add another, I believe it's 1 1/4 to 1 3/4 cups of flour, and I'll be stirring that by hand to try and form a nice thick smooth dough.
Okay.
So I'm going to start
Ow, my ankle popped.
another cup.
And don't we need a 1/4 cup?
And then I'll do 1/4 at a time until I get what I believe it's supposed to look like.
That looks very thick right now.
It's pretty thin. It's very watery yet. Until when it's ready, it will form a ball. And then it'll stop sticking to the sides of the bowl.
Also, real quick, I remembered, I have made bread before. Yeah, I just don't really remember it. So,
now we're doing another 1/4 cup. Puts us at 1 1/4.
And how much did it say we were supposed to add?
1 1/4 to 1 3/4.
Okay. That was loud.
One more.
Plop.
So now we're getting a nice thick dough going here.
Oh yeah.
Starting to not stick to the sides as much.
As it does when you add flour.
Almost got us a ball forming.
Ugh.
This is a process where you want to make sure that you have clean hands at all times.
I'm just recording. So.
Still sticking to the sides a little bit.
Might add a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go with a full 1/4 cup this time. That should be safe.
So we're going with that much.
Add about 1/8 of the cup.
Oh.
Trying to scrape the sides so that I can see if it's still sticking to the sides.
That smells very good.
It's getting hard to stir.
My hands are getting tired. This is why I need a tripod.
Okay, so that is starting to get to where it barely sticks to the sides. So now I'm supposed to flour my surface.
Where is that gonna be?
I'm gonna do it right over here probably.
Okay. Can I do the flour?
What?
Can I put the flour down?
Yeah.
Yay.
So we're gonna flour our surface. So get about 1/4 of flour. Sprinkle it on the surface there.
I'll have to do this one-handed. Okay, never mind. Oh, that was loud. How much?
About 1/4 cup or so.
So with this.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to be exact on what we're doing right now.
Okay.
So it actually says we'll probably end up using 1/2 to 3/4.
So just
Make a nice even spread of that.
keep in mind you can always just spread it out.
And I get about 1/2 of that thing again and put it on there too.
There.
And then we will probably end up using a little bit more. But you see how he's just kind of spreading that out.
My hand is covered in flour.
Wash your hands.
Always make sure to have warmer water. Alright, we're back with my other phone because the other one is now almost out of storage.
Okay, so our dough is still too sticky, but we can adjust that as we're kneading on the table over here. So I'm going to take this big sticky pile of dough and we'll plop it right down there into that.
That looks nice.
And then I'm just gonna knead this with the flour that's on there. So I'm going to be folding and pressing. This is why I was saying that you really want to have clean hands when doing this.
When I did this, when I was in school, when I was in elementary school and we did this, we did it in a bag rather than on the table, so that way we wouldn't have to clean the table, and also...
Well, I cleaned the table before we started here.
And also, so that way we wouldn't get it all over our hands, because we were in like 3rd grade.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Teacher must have been
thinking
ahead there.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that I keep this very floury underneath.
Otherwise it'll stick to the counter.
And make a mess.
That's difficult to clean up.
Yeah, not too bad, but this will go for about 10 minutes where I'll be kneading this until it's nice and uniform and doesn't stick to my hands anymore. So I'll be incorporating more and more flour into it.
So we'll probably want to bring the bag over here.
So we will see you in a few minutes while I knead my dough.
Okay. Okay, we're back after about 10 minutes of kneading the dough.
Okay, so the dough is now very elasticy. I'm just trying to keep it rolled into a ball here. And then the next step, I have a large bowl that I have lightly greased.
Right here.
I'm going to put this into that bowl and I'm going to let it rise in a warm place for about 30 or 45 minutes so that it will double in size, and then we'll move on to our next step. So now I'm just going to get this into a nice little ball. See how it's not sticking to the counter anymore, at least not much. Just want to get this into a nice ball. Should be fairly smooth and elasticy.
Can I touch it?
No, I don't know when the last time you washed your hands was.
I mean, I was just rinsing those things off.
So now, we'll put our nice dough ball in here. Now I'm going to put just a little bit of oil on top of it.
That's never happened.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm going to cover that with clean washcloth. And we're going to let that sit for about 45 minutes. Alright, so now that our dough has about doubled in size, we're going to open this up and we're going to take that out.
Put it on this saran wrap.
We're going to knock it back down to where it's at its original size. The recipe says punch it down.
So why did we make it double in size then? If we're just going to bring it back down.
Because now we're going to shape it to where it fits in this. pan.
Oh, you're annoying.
Shape it into the pan. And then we're going to put this is a lightly greased pan.
There goes the phone. My tripod is very much in the way. Not my tripod. My freaking pop socket is very much in the way. Alright, sorry, it stopped.
Okay, so we have shaped our dough into our lightly greased pan, and then we're going to take our lightly greased piece of plastic wrap, put it on top, and then we're going to let this rise one more time, and then we'll bake. Alright, so now our loaf has risen to fill the pan. We're going to remove our plastic wrap from the top.
Very carefully.
We want to be a little bit careful because we don't want to knock it down. We've got our oven preheated to 350 degrees.
That still smells very good.
We're going to put our bread in here at 350 for about 40 to 45 minutes. It says it should be done when you can lightly knock on it and it sounds hollow.
Okay.
Alright, so now it's been about 40 minutes. We're going to open this up and see what we got. We have what looks to be
A loaf
a
of
loaf
bread.
of bread that looks lovely. We're supposed to tap this and see if it sounds hollow.
Hot.
Definitely sounds hollow.
It's also very warm.
So we're going to go ahead and let this cool off and then slice it. And it's pretty hard actually. Slice it, see how it tastes.
Alright guys, so we got the bread out and the sides and bottom aren't as hard as the top is.
We're just hoping that it's done all the way through.
Yeah, that would suck if it wasn't. But yeah, it's cooled down a bit. It's still pretty warm though.
Definitely handleable.
Yeah.
So now we're going to cut into this. Handy bread knife.
That's a bread knife.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to taste it if it's cooked all the way through.
Cooked all the way through.
That looks good.
Still very warm.
I don't think I've tried warm bread yet.
Have at it. Be the guinea pig.
Ooh. Quite warm. Tastes pretty good though.
That did turn out pretty good. It's our first time making bread. Turned out really good.
Ooh, warm.
If I cut that thinner, I could probably make a sandwich. And that's how you make bread.
Oh yeah. The video. Make sure to wash your hands because of the virus. It's not a good thing to get. I wanted to make sure you guys know that. And also, if you try to do this, wash your hands. I want you guys to wash your hands. Please do not do this without washing your hands first. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.